Hey guys, welcome to the devlog of my latest game, Supply Master. I've always wanted to make a city builder game, in the likes of Clash of Clans and Farmville, which is what this game started as. But after I shared some early asset concepts with a friend, he said, "Cool, you're making a factory game." And I was like, well, yes, I am. Everything started with a grid, which was somewhat new to me to deal with, but it soon proved to be not an issue at all. The main gameplay loop kinda just popped into my head. You collect raw materials, sell them to other factories, and you make money. Should you fail to fulfill a contract, you get a strike. After X number of strikes, you lose. After figuring out the gameplay, I was now thinking about what are my raw materials, and after not so long of thinking, I decided on iron, wood, liquids, and food. They are kind of odd, but they work. I made the base for each machine I wanted to make, which were 4 at the time: the iron press, the sawmill, the liquid refiner, and the food cooker. They were all completely functional, except that I needed a universal variable to store the value of each resource, which was a bit difficult to figure out. But a static class with a set of static variables was perfect. Oh, and at this point I decided to add another gameplay feature: power. You have limited power for your factory, so you would need to make choices on which machines to operate and which ones to turn off, which is also a feature I added for each of the machines. With this change, the game seemed much more interesting and strategic. But it also provided a problem. With the exponential growth of the demands on each contract, the game would be impossible at some point, which I deemed unacceptable. So here comes the 5th machine, the power generator, which permanently increases your maximum power. And after redoing all my machine's assets cause of an animation bug, the game was almost ready, lacking in audio and some details. I took time to add a main menu, a load screen, and a lose and pause screen, which I love a lot. And of course, a high score counter. Then I sent the game to a friend to try it, which he liked, but he said the game had some performance issues when you get into the later areas, which was worrying cause my games never had any performance issues before, so I had no idea where to begin. This was day 4. After some testing, it turned out that the game eats RAM exponentially, so it even struggled to run on my PC, which is kind of a beast. Anyway, I turned to the Monogame server, as I stated earlier. I had no idea how to fix it. They were fabulous in the server and helped a lot, but 2 days have passed and we still haven't found it yet, which really was a bummer for me. Yet a glimmer of hope rose after, and in my search for the cause, I started commenting methods, and after I commented an update method, the game was working perfectly. Now I knew where the issue was. I couldn't figure it out alone, but a single glance was enough for the wizard of the Monogame server to figure it out. I was loading each machine every frame, and after a trivial fix of a single if statement, the game was done. I was planning to make a new score for the game, but the RAM issues had drained me already, so I worked on the H page and published the game, which I was told is the most fun game I've made thus far. And this is how I made Supply Master, in a week, give or take. If you liked the game, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Of course, try it in the link below. See you in the next one.